man who will remember tonight's game. I don't know if many others will. It was a pretty straightforward win for Liverpool tonight. The question, though, we will give Liverpool credit in a moment, though, but should teams like Maribor be in the Champions League group stage, Neil?
Well, yeah, they've earned the right to be there, the champions of Slovenia, and they've came through the qualifying rounds. Now, they've a long way to go to be able to be competitive in the Champions League, but that comes down to finances more than anything else. And I think it's important that, you know, the lesser countries still have an opportunity to play in the Champions League. They're not always going to do it every year. They're not always going to be as strong. And there's going to be results like this along the way, but not all the time. But yes, in the competitive spirit of the competition, then they've every right to be there.
Next season, from next season, the top 4 teams in the top 4 leagues will be guaranteed their places in the Champions League. Is it only a matter of time before the bigger clubs sort of say, look, we want to play each other all the time? We don't want to play the Maribors.
Well, they would like to, but that's not in the spirit of UEFA, is it? I mean, it's all-inclusive. You know, every country in Europe should have the opportunity to play in this competition. Very few get it. And right now, the system works. You know, when you have a team like Maribor, are so short of the vast majority of teams in this competition. You know, you're thinking Scotland, I'm thinking Ireland. You know, you'd be closing the door in countries like that. So it's right that every club or every country has an opportunity for their team, their best team, to be in this competition. I'm
not arguing if it's right or not. I'm just saying, will there come a time when the big clubs...
But they tried to achieve that, Tommy, with the Champions League. You know, we went from a knockout competition to where you're guaranteed 4 games, 2 at home, 3 at home, and that was all about making sure you aren't so much from being in the group stages of the Champions League. They've got that, and it's ironic, 2 of the biggest movers in that were the Milan teams who've not been in it for a while.
You also have to remember that every club in Slovenia, in the Slovenian Premier League, will get a cash bonus for, you know, Maribor being in the Champions League. So there is still a disbursement of money to smaller nations and smaller clubs, which is important for the growth of football throughout Europe.
Yeah, well, on the other hand...
I know the point you're making, but then that means it's going to be dictated totally by money. And that's not what the European Cup certainly was founded for in the first place.
But you'd argue it's what it's about now.
Well, yeah. I mean, there is no argument with that, no question that it's about money and money dictates the game. But you could see the death then of the likes of Celtic or Rangers playing in a European competition going forward if that's the way it's going to be.
Listen, that's a discussion for another day.